Hello guys, welcome back to Car Obsession and welcome to part 2 of my detailing experience with Viking Detail. We rejoin the action as Robin is ready to tackle the Wheelarches, which as you will see, have been rather neglected.
So I can see you're primed with your sprayer.
We are, yeah, we're going to use exactly the same stuff that we used in the engine bay, dirt, mucky stuff.
So that's TFR.
It's all-purpose cleaner.
All-purpose cleaner.
TFR, it tends to be a little bit too aggressive for us, really. It's just not necessary.
Oh, okay, so you don't use TFR at all?
Not a standard grade.
Really?
No, we don't use TFR. No, we use an all-purpose cleaner. It's just a bit more control for what we do. We've got a bit more control over dilution and certain chemicals that will react with certain surfaces on the cars. You'll see a lot of staining on aluminium trims on Mercs and BMs and more modern stuff. A lot of that comes from TFR. They contain a lot of sodium hydroxide, which I think is what reacts with the anodized aluminium trims and causes them to stain. Once they're stained, they don't really come back ever. They're usually too far gone. All-purpose cleaner, we can dilute and still have a lot more control over where we're putting it and what we're doing with it and how strong it is and what it's going to react with and what surfaces we're going to use it on. I mean, you know, horses for courses. With this car, there's not, even though it looks filthy, there's not a huge amount of built up dirt and grime. It's washed regularly, it's polished regularly and looked after and cared for, so we don't need super strong chemicals.
So yes, onto the arch. So using all-purpose cleaner.
Yeah, we've diluted this. This is Autosmart G101 all-purpose cleaner. It's about a 5-to-1 ratio in this pump spray, so it's still not massively strong.
No.
Sometimes we'll use it neat for cleaning tyres or degreasing, you know, like leaking engines or something like that once in a while when we need to with the steamer inside. And we don't need a massively strong mix. This car's fairly well cared.
Just for reference, for the engine bay, it was the same ratio, same
exactly
dilution.
The same dilution.
So
yes, it's the same
1 to 5 or 5 to 1.
Exactly.
Whichever way you want to put it.
Health and safety as well. All-purpose cleaners, degreasers, traffic film removers, and stuff like that. They'll dry your hands out really, really easily. A lot more than acid, and they don't tend to sting. So you don't know it's happening. So please wear protection when you're using caustic and alkaline chemicals. They're perceived as being safer, and they're perceived as being the go-to for safe washing and stuff, but they can be really, really dangerous. So do be careful, especially with your eyes and don't want it in your mouth and nose and stuff.
Yeah, last time I checked, your eyes are pretty important.
Yeah, you can't get those on Facebook Marketplace, so
no,
can't get new ones. We're also going to spray the tyre as well because we've got a nice sort of film of build-up on here, which we could do a cleaning off.
The tyres have got a little bit of grubbiness on them, and that's a common mistake is putting tyre dressing onto a tyre and going, it's all nice and shiny, it's all nice and satin. So yeah, but you're putting it on a dirty tyre. It just doesn't make sense.
And it also means that tyre dressings don't last. So when you see people doing reviews of certain tyre dressings and things and going, oh, it only lasted a week, it's because it was applied to a dirty tyre.
I mean, let's put it this way: would you polish a dirty car? No.
No.
I mean, to me, it's the same kind of premise. Then don't dress a tyre. That's not clean enough to dress it.
Exactly.
It's common sense.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but those bubbles are not white anymore.
No, they're now brown. So it's removing some of the anti-ozonant that is released from the tyre, and you can see it's a bit brown looking here.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's all that stuff on there. All of that's going to affect whatever is applied to the tyre long term to dress it and make it look nice. High performance tyres tend to release more anti-ozonant to protect themselves and keep themselves soft and stop from cracking and things like that, but obviously as a result they don't last as long, and they look brown and horrible. You know, it's not good practice to make to clean the tyres with really, really strong stuff all the time. That brown look that you get to the tyres is there as a functional thing. So you know, once every few months is all right, but
that's interesting. So you wouldn't recommend cleaning tyres every wash?
Not every wash, no. And if they're starting to look really, really brown and genuinely starting to detract from the appearance of the car and don't just need a quick wipe over with a satin dressing or something, then clean them, absolutely.
So let's say you've cleaned the car, put your satin dressing on, comes 2 weeks later, you want to clean the car again, would you just simply reapply the satin dressing and forget about it?
Just rinse the tyre thoroughly. You can even just use a bit of car shampoo just to loosen, or something that's nowhere near as alkaline
or as aggressive.
Just something enough to take the dust and the surface mud off and things like that. So, it's not. I mean, if you kept caking TFR and strong all-purpose cleaner on your tyres every week, it's just going to eat the tyres and it's going to damage the wheels and every surface around it. You don't need strong chemicals to clean cars. And detailing is not just about making it look nice, it's also about preserving the car and making the car last longer.
Yeah.
This paint is a service item. It
Yeah.
needs to be maintained just like the rest of the car.
So Robin has just finished doing the offside front arch, and can I get it on camera? All that crap has just come out of the arch and the wing.
That's from the bottom of the wing, hidden behind the wheel arch line.
And that would make sense because you've got all that, so you can't really see it on camera because the lighting's a bit iffy. It's a bit difficult to get on camera, but you've got lots of crap that's just come out of the wing, just loads of dirt.
Yeah.
You can see there's rust forming at the bottom of this wing, and that's why, because all that dirt and crap, I mean, if I just pick it up with my hand,
it all gets shot up onto the wheel
look at
arch.
that, look, and there's more of that. That's just come out of the bottom of the wing. So Robin, with his eagle eye, spotted there was dirt in there, and that's why that wing has started to rust at the bottom, because you've had dirt and crap building up in there, and it's just eating away
It's all
at the
being
wing.
flung up by the tyre and smashing up against there and then building up.
That's why it's really important, because we don't want that rust to get any worse. But to be fair, we all know MX-5s don't rust, so this is a massive surprise. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing, I'm just wheezing.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
It's terrible air quality around here.
The pollen.
Oh, yes,
the pollen.
My allergies. You ready?
Ready?
Into there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dirty.
Delicious.
That's lunch sorted.
Well, yeah, and Greg's is here.
You did order a mud pie, didn't you?
After Robin had shown me the way, it was time for me to give it a go on the near side rear wheel arch.
So if you soak the tyre with that,
Yeah.
and inside the wheel arch liner, and then sort of almost towards you if you can. So if you twist the bottle sort of 90 degrees that way, and then sort of squirt up into this top layer. So if you go like from here, like that, and you can get right up in there, and it'll go down into the lip as well. Lovely. Perfect.
Lovely.
Spot on. Look at that
So
tyre
start with tie first.
Yeah, so from about 12 inches, 1.5 foot away.
I mean, we're men, we're going to overestimate that.
Yeah, it'd be like over here, wouldn't it? So
Yeah, so
from about
next county.
from about arm's length is going to be absolutely fine.
So about there.
About there will do. And then straight up in. And just be cautious of any loose bits of paint or anything on the edges. They may flick off if you get the nozzle too involved with it all. Oh, I spotted something.
What have you spotted?
Little bit of rust.
Where'd that come?
Probably down the bottom somewhere on the corner edge.
Okay. That a lot of dirt has come out from that side.
That's just up in the lip up there.
Wow.
This little corner up here is really important. Up in here,
Yeah.
there's a lot of build up in there. It will rot it out very quickly. You'll never guess what we're using to clean the roof.
Is it all-purpose cleaner?
It's all-purpose cleaner.
All-purpose cleaner.
No, it's very good for roofs. We've diluted it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's now at about a 10-to-1 colour mix.
I like those odds.
Yeah, about 10-to-1 odds. It's good winning, really.
Yeah.
So we've just wet it down to cool it off from the sun. Now we're going to soak the whole lot very thoroughly and let it dwell for a short while. This is quite a weak mix. Now if you had a really mucky roof, you want to use a stronger mix.
Yeah.
But
5-to-1, is that too much?
It depends on the product you're using, but for G101, about 5-to-1 is pretty good for a mucky roof. And
that's why I've been quite careful not to ask what the dilution ratio should be, because there's not going to be one size fits all, is there?
No, true.
So,
true.
I mean, for a lot of people at home, the answer is going to vary on whatever they're using if it's a dilutable product.
Yeah, exactly.
There will be some people that will use something that's off the shelf, just spray on, and away you go kind of thing.
Yeah, and if you're going to be, as a rule of thumb, if you're going to be using like a citrus pre-wash type product, which is similar in performance to G101, you'll want to go for somewhere halfway along the spectrum of the dilution ratios for cleaning a sort of fairly mucky soft top.
Yeah.
This is fairly clean, so we don't need to, go too mad. Right.
And it's a brush, I'm guessing, just to scrub it all out.
Yeah, so actually we're going to use one of these stiff brushes.
Okay.
For the edges of the roof.
Yep.
So for getting into here.
Now this is a prime example of when something may look clean, but when you actually get scrubbing, you'll find it isn't.
It is very brown. Lovely.
Yeah, it has been a while since the roof has had a proper clean. Last time I think would have been possibly last year.
Wow.
I know.
Held up well.
I'm guessing for the main canvas of the roof, so to speak, you would use a different brush. So when it's maybe not as aggressive or stiff.
Well, we have an answer for that.
Oh, there's an answer for everything.
There's an answer for everything. That's on the end of my drill. A drill brush.
Drill brush.
So this is a fairly soft bristle brush.
Yep.
It's not too stiff. You don't want a stiff brush because it will make the roof go a bit fuzzy and a bit funny.
Yeah.
But sort of medium speed, light to medium
Now,
pressure.
just a nerdy question. This is quite MX5 specific. These were offered in a mohair, which is what this is, or a vinyl roof. So whether it's mohair or vinyl, obviously two different materials, would you still use, would you use the same method?
No, so if you're using it on vinyl, which is more like a shiny surface,
Yeah.
this is going to cause like a visible scratching of the surface. So for a vinyl roof, you could use something like a soft boot brush or a soft leather brush, for example, something appropriate for that sort of surface. You can also use all-purpose cleaner in, say, a wash mitt for a vinyl roof.
Okay.
Again, it depends how bad it is. I mean, if it's absolutely caked and you've got no choice but to really get the stuff off, then you might want to use a very slightly stiffer leather brush.
Yeah.
But you want to go something slightly softer than this, I would say, for vinyl.
Yeah.
The mohair and fabric roofs in general are fairly tough. Be careful of the drill brush going over paint too much. Obviously, we're going to polish it anyway, and these bristles are not aggressive. So it's going to leave soil marks and scratches if you go over the edge.
Of course.
Again, still wouldn't worry too much.
That was one hell of a sneeze.
That was a very loud sneeze. Bless you.
I think it's too late for them to be blessed. That level of sneezing. They're gone.
I'm overlapping by about halfway so I don't have any missed bits.
Yeah. I mean, that's not coming out as dirty as I was expecting.
No, it's not horrific.
No, it's quite pleasing.
But it's definitely dirty.
Yes.
What I will say though,
Go on.
is seeing the white foam over a black roof negates just how dirty it is, because if we get a microfiber here just as a demo, a little mucky one here just to show you, but
Yeah.
pretty brown.
Yeah.
So worth cleaning.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Now, cautious with the drill brush. The edge of this bumping up against the plastic trims around here,
Yeah.
not a good idea. It
No.
can cause scuff marks and things. You don't want to do that. We've already been around the edge with the brush first, so you don't
Exactly,
need to get in too close. And okay.
Whilst I was finishing the roof, Robin got busy with the all-purpose cleaner once more, this time to pre-wash the car so it was ready for a contact wash.
Right.
Is there any particular dwell time, or just don't let it dry, basically?
Don't let it dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if we're polishing it, so we've got a lot more scope for a bit of flexibility and
Yeah.
less worry. Any staining that it does leave comes off very easily, but it's still faff that we don't need.
Yeah.
So we're going to rinse from bottom to top, believe it or not.
Really?
So-
reason being?
Reason being is if I start here on the top of the door and rinse down, I'm washing the product off at the bottom before I get to it with the pressure washer. If I start at the bottom, I'm still rinsing stuff downwards because the water goes downwards, but the product's not getting rinsed away, so I can rinse down there and everything at the top's left alone.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not how you would wash the car,
No, of course
physically,
not.
but of course with the pre-wash, you know, trying to save the chemicals. So
Yeah.
expensive stuff.
Such a gorgeous colour.
Beautiful colour, isn't it?
I love it.
Lovely.
Absolutely love it.
Now we're going to rinse the roof. So I've switched to a wider fan nozzle, just so
Yeah.
it's a bit more gentle. Put my hand pretty close to it. A good rule of thumb for rinsing your soft top and rinsing your paint in general as well is how close can you bring the pressure washer to your hand? We do the bloke thing and look up at the helicopter.
Helicopter!
Helicopter! There it is. If you can bring your hand to within, say, that close before it starts to sting, paint and skin are much alike. You know,
Yeah.
It's the car's skin. Treat it like skin. Don't get too close to the pressure washer. You don't want to be going like that straight into the side of the paint.
No.
It's just not a good idea. Risky. I can get to about there before it stings, so I'll keep it at that distance.
Yeah.
After rinsing the car off, Robin was ready for a bit of controversy.
We're going to cause some controversy here. We're going to use one bucket.
Oh,
How dare you?
how dare you?
How dare you?
Call yourself a detailer?
Detailer? Yeah, well, guess what? We're polishing it, so it doesn't matter. The amount of swirl marks that we're going to put in on a very well pre-washed car that is very well cared for versus spending an extra 15 litres of water for no reason.
And the fact that the bonnet is pretty swirly anyway.
And it's pretty swirly anyway. It's
Yeah.
not going to make any difference. Yeah.
Lovely.
Should still be going. Yeah, it's still going.
Cool, if you did a boot lid and I did the bonnet.
Yeah, and then pick a side each.
So, shampoo, talk to me. Talk to me.
Shampoo is shampoo.
Cool.
Yeah, very much the case. There's so many shampoos on the market, and some of them have got dilution ratios is 2,500 to 1,
Really?
if not stronger, which is
Blimey.
absolutely bananas. You know, it's like a teaspoon of shampoo per bucket.
Yeah. They're good value.
It makes sense, but the best value shampoo you can get is any shampoo, really. It's just find one that you like. There's so little discernible difference between.
Yeah, the thing is, it's quite difficult to rate a shampoo because I've never used one and thought that was rubbish.
Yeah, when have you ever used a bad car shampoo? I've never come across anything bad.
I have
you
found
get ones that are weak and you need to use a lot of it to get any suds and lubricity, but lubricity is the only thing that matters with car shampoo. It doesn't need to clean anything. The cleaning has been done.
I'm going to do the left side of them here.
Yeah, I've already started.
Yeah, I mean, I have found there are some that offer better lubrication.
Yeah.
And obviously, as much as it's poncy, some smell nicer than others, but just because a product smells nice doesn't mean it's better.
No.
It just means that it's more pleasing to use.
That's true.
I mean, you don't want to be using something that smells like raw eggs, for example.
No, you do not. So you don't want to be something that smells like the iron fallout remover for washing the car with. But at the end of the day, pick a shampoo from a brand that you like, that smells nice, and that isn't too expensive, because it serves one purpose for not very long, and is really part of the sort of pleasure of washing the car is with the shampoo. This is where the sort of sudsy rubbing action happens. So get a nice smelling one that isn't too expensive and looks nice and works as it should.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to recommend a specific one because I don't use a specific one. I just sort of go with
the flow.
If I see something new or interesting pop up, I think, oh, I bet that'll smell nice, or I bet that'll work well. Then I'll use that, give it a go.
Yeah, see if it works. Like. If it's not for you, then fair enough.
Yeah, I'll probably never buy it again anyway, even if it was for me, because I probably just want to try other stuff. A lot of the professional grade products smell so awful all the time that having something that smells nice as part of the wash process does make for a bit of more pleasure in the job.
Oh, definitely.
The other thing as well is the American wash method, which is snow foam onto car, is really good for hot days. Thankfully, we've got some cloud cover right now.
Yes, the clouds have arrived just in time.
The American wash method works much better for hot days and is more efficient.
And they do get a hotter climate there, particularly in places like California, for example.
Exactly, yeah. So hot weather climates, you need that snow foam blanket to kind of cover the car and keep it cool whilst you're washing. And over here in the UK, for some reason, the detailing industry has sort of pushed snow foam towards being a pre-wash.
Yeah.
Not quite sure why, because we've got traffic film removers and all-purpose cleaners and citrus washers and stuff that do a much, much better job, much more efficiently, much more cheaply than snow foams. Why wouldn't you just use those? They do the same thing.
Maybe because we just think it's pretty.
I mean, it's really cool, yeah.
I'm sure you would have seen, but some companies actually do coloured snow foams.
And fragrance as well. Autobright Direct do a Palm Violet purple snow foam.
So it's purple and it smells like Palm Violet.
Palm Violets, yeah. I've got one in here.
Here's one you made earlier.
Here's one I made earlier.
Oh, I had a whiff of that off camera. That is amazing.
Airy Balls, mint chocolate snow foam.
Guys, I really wish you could smell.
Yeah,
this,
we need smell-o-vision on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, it smells just like an Aero. Other bubbly chocolate bars are available.
Please sponsor me. No, it's lovely to use. The only problem is it looks like alien blood when you're using it. It's just so much green absolutely everywhere. And if you've got a horrible white Ford Transit with really sort of porous old chalky white paint, it'll turn it green straight away. The coloured ones are just not sensible. Right, let's give this a rinse.
Yeah, let's give it a rinse off because it's drying quite quickly, even with the cloud cover.
Even cloud cover, yes. So there is one type of shampoo that you can get which is completely different.
What's that?
There is shampoos on the market that have ceramic sealants in them. So they're like an active shampoo. And
Yeah, all this kind of new wave ceramic products,
Yeah.
are they actually any good, or is it just marketing gump? Because I'm so sceptical on them.
most of it is marketing. None of it is true ceramic, unless you're getting in a little glass bottle and it's
Because how can it be? Because it's the price point at which it is. You think that can't do what it's claiming to do.
Most of them are like an active SiO2 spray and rinse sealant, but incorporated with a shampoo. Some of them use other means. You can get like a wash and wax shampoos sometimes that have repellency in them, or self-drying shampoos they're called sometimes. But yeah, they're basically marketing rubbish.
Yeah.
But they do perform really well.
Yeah.
So I've got one which I'll show you. I'm going to apply, I don't know, maybe a few little dribbles of this to a wash mitt. That is all we're going to need. And what we'll do, I reckon, is if I wash half the bonnet
Okay, let's do that.
with shampoo. It's incredibly loud over there.
I think they're auditioning for Stomp. They're a bit late though.
Yeah.
I mean, probably about 2 decades too late, but never mind.
There you go. You've got to make sure you've got nice clean wash mitts for this stuff, because it's very sensitive, but once it's on it works wonderfully.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense when you see that. Add that nice repellency.
Yeah, I mean, look at the sheeting here and the beading on this side.
Just to really hammer the point home, Robin washed the rest of the bonnet with the Autosmart Ceramix, and I'd say the results speak for themselves. Needless to say, I've added this product to my car cleaning arsenal.
Absolutely not needed if you're going to polish your car, which we are, but it's a good demo of other shampoos.
Good
that are
demo.
available. Yeah. It does make the whole process a little bit quicker. Because of course, now that you've got repellency,
There we go, that's it.
that's better.
Look at that, it's just running off the bonnet.
Absolutely wonderful.
Glorious. And look at that. Certain bits of that are virtually dry.
Makes a lot of sense. Easy. When it saves time, for me, time is money. And also if you've got a handy blower, when you've got repellency on the paint, saves a lot of faff when you're drying.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Speaking of drying, I think we should probably dry it before the sun cooks it all.
Yes, good point.
Join us in part 3 where Robin and I will discuss paintwork assessment and the difference in polish pads. Until then, be sure to keep up the car obsession.